Okie dokie. I don't have a good start regarding this. I don't know the series. I have no fucking clue. I know the main character's name is Adol, which apparently the people in, or the characters in this game decided to pronounce Adol instead. But heyo, yeah, outside of me playing the demo for a couple of hours, I don't really know anything about, well, this game, which, you know, recently came out, so that's understandable. But also I don't know anything about the series in general. I know the main character's name is Adol, that's it. Kind of. And he's like the chadliest Chad that ever lived. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Other than that, fucking no clue. But seemingly I don't need to know more than that either. Did I fuck up? No, maybe not. Ow, ow. Fucking nails, man. No, not nails, hold on. Well, no, it is. No, not the steel variant. Or iron, but usually they're steel, I'm pretty sure now. Anyways, we shall start the game. I don't think, actually, hold on. I don't think any other system things, which would be like general and stuff, or display, I would be able to change when I'm in game. Yeah, new game. We'll be playing on normal. What was the... Oh, I can't see that now. I was gonna say what the fuck the last difficulty was there. Enable the additional footing function. This will add footholds in areas that are... no, whatever. Leave as normal.
At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down.
I also don't believe I didn't watch the intro or anything.
Varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather.
Because I wanted to get to the gameplay as soon as possible when I played the demo.
We long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
What, that was Adol saying that? Okay. Or that wasn't his voice actor though, because he's voiced by fuck, what's his name? Bryce Papenbrook, I believe that was him. Same voice actor as Asbel from Tales of Graces. So, you know, except Adol seemingly doesn't speak in the game. He does outside of like
perfect or what?
Outside of
the brisk ocean breeze,
like,
the wide open
not
sea,
barks, but like
smells like a new journey
in-field dialogue stuff.
I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adol.
Yes, Patrick
Being
Sites.
stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
Yep, it doesn't say shit. You get to pick what he says though.
I'm glad I asked you to come.
Wait, does he
Same.
speak? He hasn't done.
Says
Wait,
me
oh,
even
maybe
more
in
confident all the way
proper
back when I
cutscenes
first left
actually.
my hometown.
Hold on, because I'm like,
been
wait
a
a minute, I
wild
didn't
ride
speak
since then,
any
but that
time when I
doesn't make
picked
me any less
options
grateful to you.
during the demo.
I can hardly remember the last time I
I
felt
didn't
this
say
chipper.
shit.
Adol,
But maybe in
No,
actual cutscenes, and
So
you get a
this is where
choice.
you
He
two
does.
I never dared dream
That
I'd
might-
get to
that
see the
might
actual
be it.
ocean in
I was
person.
very confused. I'm
Even
very
now,
surprised.
it's
Because like
difficult
you
to
hear
believe a
his,
vessel this large
you hear
is
his voice
capable
if
of
you walk
floating
into
on
like
its
an invisible
waves.
wall or whatever. He
What
will
manner
say
of
like, "Oh, I can't
sorcery
go
is
there now"
this?
or whatever.
I guess this is all one big culture
Okay,
shock for
go ahead.
someone born and raised on Ys. Dr. Flair here is even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Selcetan flower.
Selcetan flower. That's the name of a type of medicinal herb, right? It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in its natural habitat was ample reason to climb aboard.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking, that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Celceta for a long while yet. Might as well kick back a bit and enjoy the ride for now, don't you think?
Now we get to move around and talk to people. Dogi. Good, new achievement. Wait, press arrow down. Oh, not right now though. Shining sun and clear blue skies as far as the eye can see. Couldn't ask for better sailing weather. If you told me back when we first met that I'd be setting out on a trip with you like this, I'd have said you were full of it. And now we're set bound. Wonder what we'll find there. Whatever trouble awaits, I'm ready for it. You don't have to sound so enthusiastic about that. Well, whatever happens, I doubt we'll be bored. No, not that. Or people? Oh yeah, these. Adol Kristen. An extraordinary adventurer with fire red hair and eyes burning with curiosity. His adventurous spirit takes him to locales far and wide, a remarkable swordsman despite his youth. A big-hearted wanderer and former bandit, after meeting Adol in Esteria, he decides to leave his thieving ways behind and join Adol in his adventures. Affinity 2 out of 5 already. He was a bandit, okay. I mean, he does look kind of like it. Dr. Flairall 1 out of 3 affinity. A Dr. Adol met during his adventures in Ease. His search for the original strain of Celcetan flowers leads him to travel with Adol and Dogi, who share in his destination. I see. I think I'm gonna have to be reading those because I won't fucking know what people are. Well, actually, this isn't probably not gonna talk that much about, you know, other characters, maybe, like that have been in other games, because I think this is fairly close in terms of quote-unquote timeline to the beginning. I think because I believe this character was from the second game, so this is like somewhere between or after the second game, which takes place, that's the second game, maybe like early. I don't fucking know. But anyways, I'm a bit too far along in my years to be getting this excited. You say that, but you still have like color in your hair, so you can't be that old. My life's since that day my homeland of East descended to the ground has been like a never-ending dream. Every single thing my eyes come across looks so fresh and beautiful. It has me feeling as though I were a child again. I get just what you mean. And I, in turn, have come to understand yet another reason you set out on your journey. Well, clear to the south-southwest. Nothing sadder than all-day lookout duty. You suppose we were in Glean waters, yeah? They've been rife with pirates as of late. My family and I are on a pilgrimage. Lucky for us, this ship is nice and such at affordable fares too. Wow, your hair's so red, mister. Gentlemen, did you and your friends come aboard at the harbor of Promaloch? Rumor spoke of a mysterious island in its vicinity, blocked off by a never-ending storm. But when we made port there, the seas were as calm as could be. Perhaps it was just an unusually sunny day. The weather is quite a whimsical thing. Oh, actually, these fuckers have more dialogue. I'm confident that the original strain of Salsedon flowers can be made into medicine capable of curing any and all ailments. Challenging myself to try something new at my age is rather exhilarating. I've been stuck. I might have been stuck there for a few years longer than planned, but I had some good friends and good times back in Hysteria. Just thinking about what Salsetta has got in store for me is sad melody. Look at this striated rich in Salsetta too. 3 cheers for the gold rush. Okay. This is our 3rd voyage on this new route. I just hope we've slipped through the cracks by now. A tricky current runs through this region, you see. No need to concern yourself. Yes, I'm sure. These passengers don't have a care in the world. Can't wait to get back to port and have a drink. This man seems to be the ship's captain. Now might be a good chance to strike up a conversation.
Ah, a passenger. Having a pleasant voyage, I hope? You appear to be a seasoned traveler for a boy your age.
I guess you could say that.
So my hunch was correct.
Yeah, so in non-major cutscenes, if you get choices, he doesn't speak. That's why I was so confused in the first one.
This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some extraordinary sights coming up shortly.
Oh, what's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Attention all passengers. I am your captain, Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for sailing with us on the Adamas today.
Haven't you been sailing a fair while now before you now started saying that, like...
If you look to our left-hand side, you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its sprawling archipelago. This current bout of clear weather lets us see the myriad patches of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will be quite some time yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Salsetta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous islands. Understood. Let's make haste.
My word, what a magnificent sight.
Obelia Gulf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. That reminds me, Adel. You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right? There any chance this might be... Whoa! Little close for comfort, don't you think? How's a guy supposed to take in the sights like this? Hey, Adel.
Men, prepare to hunt. Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god!
Har! It can't be! Pirates!
I mean, not quite, but...
So he did hire
longbows.
mercenaries.
Shield wall! Charge!
Usually you
behind
would
us,
want
Doc.
larger shields than those, but...
Right. thank you.
Oh? You another one of them mercs?
Bit on the puny side, ain't he?
Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little fella?
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth our time.
I'm not a mercenary.
What difference does that make? You've still got a blade at the ready either way.
Enough chit-chat. Let's make this quick.
Yes, let's.
How's that?
No way.
Nice try!
Get fucked.
No way.
How's that? Nice try!
Get fucked.
What a joke. Damn it all. Rotten punk. You're in for it now.
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really?
Wearing no armor at that. But a very
Fine then.
stylish outfit.
I'll take care of him myself.
Bring it, lady.
Done saying your prayers? How's that?
There we go.
Skilled.
Whoa! Here it comes!
Whole lot of fuss for one small fry.
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid.
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
So those are pirates. This is my first time encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam now. Ugh.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promised never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment. This is the last time, I swear. Whatever you do, just let me live.
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
You say that as if that's supposed to mean anything to me. Is X or cross or actually 10? Nordics. Hello, Jess. You haven't really missed anything. We've just gone off the quote-unquote tutorial boat, I guess, even though it's not really long tutorial. It was 2 fights telling you, hey, this is how you attack and lock on. Hey, this is how you block. And then the captain got murdered by that lady. Alphen got shipwrecked. It's Adol, but no, this doesn't count as a shipwreck. They just killed our captain and brought our boats into land. Also, Alphen is from fucking Tales, isn't it? Isn't that where you got that? I mean, they both start with A, so... Also, there you have him on the left, Patrick Seitz. You'll hear him at some point. Although also with A names, he's Adol being voiced by Bryce Papenbrook. Same voice as Aspel, so that's another A. Even though Alphen has nothing to do with this game or the voice actor, but since it was mentioned. Chapter 1, Karnak.
Woof! I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah. Who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates...
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
They're a lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea.
Now you say they're lawless, but if they are the law, they're not really lawless, are they? What other law are we talking about in this area?
Raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman. And the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Okay, so we got the Roman with a U.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy
Okay,
the Sea
got it.
Force.
So,
The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that. Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy. Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak, of all places?
I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships.
I'm sure it's not all bad.
Now, Adel, though on that subject, there does seem to be quite a bevy of islands here in Obelia Gulf.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectations, but... let's see... Aha! If it's run-of-the-mill folktales you're after, I have just the one.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf.
Adol sprints out and jumps into the ocean, just going, ah! Starts swimming into the ocean.
Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you?
Can't not look into it.
That's the spirit. We got plenty of time to kill, so what the hey?
Hold on a moment. It really is just a story.
But they have nothing better to do, didn't you hear?
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about.
You look fairly young still, though.
Heck, back when I was their age, I...
Forgive him. He's had a few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
Brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop.
You wouldn't be able to do this with that, but...
And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, it's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The three of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right?
Is there anywhere else to be?
If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know.
I don't know if this... I remember this from the... I don't know if this sentence counts as a flirt attempt. Or if it is because of her reaction to it. Or if that's how he was supposed to come... like to sound
You
as.
mean that story about the throne? You're really taken with it, aren't you?
Like, I don't know, because Adol doesn't react back to that. So we don't know if...
Well, I'd better get back to work.
If he meant that
Relax
as
and
that
unwind
or
as
not.
long as you need.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
Yes, definitely know who that is.
By the way, Adel, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself would be a welcome addition. And the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
No joke? That's great. Thanks for the tip.
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
Boing. We got the raid. What's that? Completed the prologue. That was a very short prologue. I wonder if Dr. Flare is the doctor from East 1. No, I think he's from 2. Or he might be from 1. Tips? I mean, okay. And Asteria, an island where the ancient kingdom of East once stood. Adol's first grand adventure unfolded here, taking him as far as Solomon's shrine in the sky. I guess then, because the doctor said that he was on an island in the sky that then fell, or some shit. Oops. Oh, this is the enemy log. Oh yeah, can I change that? There we go. Display? Maybe? No? Okay. General? Display speed. Field? Yeah, okay, hold on. I don't think vertical speed matters too much. But we can always increase that a bit. Yeah, there we go. Some speed in our horizontal look. Thank fuck for that. So thinking, was there a slider for that here as well? Camera inertia? Oh. Oh, was FOV only on PC, or is it just somewhere else? No, I guess FOV was just on PC. I mean, there was a few other settings that were only on PC, I think. Didn't think necessarily the FOV was going to be one of them, but that doesn't matter. The FOV is fine anyways. Rose is a lovely girl, don't you think? She's the inn's pride and joy, not to mention one of our main draws. It sounds as though you've had a real stroke of bad luck, but try not to let it discourage you too much. I'll serve a bowl of soup with your dinner on the house. The fish caught here in Nobelia Gulf is absolutely divine. Perfectly honest, you could do much worse than having to stay here a while. Wait, Jesus. She fucking rounded around. Are you going out today? Or is just perfect for a stroll? Okay. Yeah, I plan on taking a look around town. I was hoping to hear more about that legend. Sure. Are those actual sparkles in your eyes? Can't put my finger on it, but he reminds me of a certain someone I know. Oh, I know who she's referring to now. So, you're in your teens too, right? Well, that's happy news. We don't get a lot of travelers my age around here. Hope we can get to know each other during your stay here in Karnak. I wonder if Adol ever, fucking ages, or if he's forever fucking 17, slash if all of these games takes place in very short time spans. She has more dialogue. By the way, my parents and friends all call me Rosa. It's just a nickname, so but you can use it too if you like. It's not really a nickname, it's a shortening of your name, but
All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well, seeing as we're extending our stay.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me. Seek me.
Adel, you good?
very strange voice.
A voice? I didn't hear anything. Sure it wasn't just your imagination?
There's no shortage of noises out here. Perhaps you mistook one for somebody speaking to you.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adel? Catch you both later then.
Dun 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 dun. Speed.
I've got to say, the quality of his Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispania may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit for making this deal happen.
That attire is here.
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
That's good to know. They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
This must be the Swede. I mean, he said he's more interested in trading. Also, he's blonde and blue-eyed, so it's like, well, I don't know who else these are supposed to look like, you know, but...
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, the militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, well, word gets around fast. It's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation.
I know nothing about them, but I believe that there's nothing wrong with Romans.
Shouldn't be long before they report back.
Sure. Nothing at all. Whoosh. Dog! This town's the gateway to the whole of Obelia Gulf. We get loads of ships passing through every day. What? Cat! Meow question mark? Uh-huh.
You there, with the red hair. Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you. So our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are? Wreaking havoc left, right, and center. They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf, and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle.
Why doesn't anyone fight back?
Because ships that do pay the toll get escorted to safety by the Balta Sea Force themselves. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now. So we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job. Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
Definitely, uh-huh. Oh wait, was this already here? Were you? Damn Normans, always throwing their weight around. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you are here. I just have a job yet. I'll enjoy the unemployed life for a bit. Don't waste any time, do you? Wasn't a minute after I asked for the work that dragged me right into the thick of it. Still, this takes This takes care of things on my end. Now you just need to knuckle down and get on the job hunt yourself. I'd say though, getting caught up in a pirate raid right after we set off is some real rotten luck. Which reminds me, when didn't you say you washed up in Asteria after a shipwreck? Actually, don't tell me. It'll just make me nervous about the rest of our trip. Karnak local militia headquarters. There's a flyer posted on the bulletin board. Calling all youths. A career in the Karnak militia awaits you. Rate starts at 600 gold per day, and dependent on experience. Not a very generous salary. Now what?
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here to sign up for the militia, right? Never seen you around before. But I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you?
Adol introduced himself.
Adol, huh? Man, oh man, you've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face?
About the pay.
Ugh. Is that a deal breaker? It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth. But the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears.
I just like Grant. His voice annoys me and his hair is stupid. I don't know. I like Grant. I think I'll join up anyway.
You mean it? I knew I liked you for a reason. The only problem is, our commander and the others are out at the moment. They should be here tomorrow, though, so feel free to swing by again around noon. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends. Calling all youths. A career in the Karnak militia awaits you.
Seek me. This way.
Oh, sorry, disembodied voice. Saying this way doesn't fucking tell me anything. Unless you've got some surround sound on your disembodied voice so you can, like, have your voice projected from a specific direction. Then maybe it works.
Seek me. Right here.
Doesn't say anything.
Find me.
It could be a little more specific, but even if you're like just if you're only limited to a word or two, you could just, I don't know, be more like beach, water, like just anything. Leela shell. I didn't fucking forgot that there was a description that came up. It's a white conch? No, I think it's conch shell. Adorned with ornate patterns. Nothing else about it seems to be particularly unusual, however. What about the string on it? Hello? Doggo? Fight the doggo!
How's that?
Doggo dead. Whoop. The wolf from just now lies still, defeated. It attacked out of nowhere, so it had to be taken down. But what was it doing wandering in town to begin with? Oh boy. Unbelievable as it is, the wolf wounds seem to be closing up in no time flat. Denied.
Swordsman, can you hear me?
Girl's voice emanates from the shell picked up earlier.
They stole you. Mana. Enough power. Defeat.
You can now use skills. Hold R1, that was it. We'll put on this one. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I don't... any details. My name? Leela. Who... are you?
Adol spoke his name aloud.
Adol. Search... island. Come... find... help.
What island? Where?
In... go.
Not very specific, but okay. Attempted to call out to her through the shell several times after, but received no response. With the sun beginning to set, he decided to return to the inn and confer with Dogi and Dr. Flare. Dr. Flare, what
so
a
the
name
shell
though.
spoke to you. How very curious.
Shell is incredibly unhelpful. Yeah, like, it's like, Shell, please, be a little more specific if you have so few words. Like, please, just a bit. Keywords only, keywords. So the shell spoke to you, very curious.
As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
It's too early to know. I don't think that's it exactly.
You sure? Not that we can even tell one way or the other. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here. You know what that means.
Yep, our newest adventure begins now. Or begins.
Here I always thought adventure was something you had to seek out. But whenever you're around, Adel, it seems to find us instead. Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adel.
Two moons. Karnak, day 2. After breakfast, Dogi and Dr. Flay headed out for their respective workplaces. In the meanwhile, Adol decided to wander the village some more until it was time to meet up with the local militia. You say that, but I have nowhere to go. Hey, you're that boy I met at the harbor yesterday. You have a room here at the inn, correct? How has your stay been? Comfortable, I'm sure. My husband's Glean cuisine is held in high esteem, and our daughter Rosa is very attentive to our guests. Yes, we Rosveris do our level best each and every day. Your business is greatly appreciated. Oh, Adol. Adol. Going out for bed, I'm glad I caught you. Our front desk received a letter with your name on it. Someone sent me mail? Thought it was a little weird myself. You only wound up here because of the incident at the Domus. That was all pure coincidence. Seal letter is addressed to Adol Kristen. Adol tore the seal open. I'll be waiting at the town beach. That's all they wrote. There's no sender listed either. You're not supposed to just prank. I think I'll go check it out. You will? Well, just don't bite off more than you can chew. Alright, if you'll excuse me, I have an errand that needs doing. Our tables could use fresh decorations, so I'm off to pick some flowers outside of town. Outside of town? Is that safe? Yes, it's right off a well-traveled road, so I'll be okay. You take care too, Adol. Stop saying no, Adol. I don't know why everyone says Adol because I guess it's Adol. This game is gonna poison my mind because everyone keeps saying Adol. There's still a short while before it's time to. Yep. Let's go to the beach. To the beach. Let's go to the beach. Yes, exactly. The beach. The beach. Hmm. Hurry! Oh yeah, that was it. Oh, I was gonna show off the fucking the flip, the mid-air flip. Hello. Are you my mystery pen pal?
Didn't think you'd show up alone.
How did you know my full name?
There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions, but I'm in no mood to explain. Just think of this as us picking up where we left off yesterday.
Stämmer.
So you do know of it.
Power attacks. Enemies will perform power attacks after emitting a red warning aura. Note the power attacks cannot be defended against, though, through regular guarding or evasion.
I won't hold back this time. What can this be?
Yeah, right, I remember that. I like how they clash and she kicks Adol, but she stumbles back and he just stands there being like, alright, whatever. I find that hilarious how she kicks off, but she stumbles back instead of him. Very funny.
You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much.
No, Chess. Seemingly in this game or in Ease, that's not actually a thing. That's only in Trails. Or in The Legend of Hero. That's seemingly only in that series. That's a thing. It's not a thing in Ease.
Leela? Never heard of her.
Because Adol is such a beast that everyone just goes, what the fuck? Instead. He's allowed to be super strong. And so people just don't hold back forever.
Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it. Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man.
Well, how did you obtain it?
And just why should I tell a louse like you? Blood and thunder. Grieger.
What's a Grieger?
You fought one just yesterday, didn't you? Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, and it'll rise back up again and again, wounds fully healed. Mana is the only thing that can slay him for good. Well, aren't we popular?
At that moment, Adol... okay, text will go too fast for me to read out loud.
just now.
Duo mode. Hold R2 to enter duo mode, during which you can press X to perform joint attacks. Not attacking while in duo mode will place you in duo guard stance, letting you automatically defend against enemy attacks.
What in hell did you just do to us?
I didn't do anything.
At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here.
I still got questions.
And what would I gain by answering them? I'm a Norman, a pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Son of a... Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time?
That wasn't me either.
Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. It's stuck tight! Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
Adol and the girl then attempt to use their mana abilities to free themselves. Ultimately, however, the mysterious shackles refuse to come off, leaving them at a loss of what to do next.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. I hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point.
Where's your dad right now?
Couldn't even begin to guess. What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping you off at the wrist.
Not much of a choice, is it?
Watch it. If anyone should be complaining, it's me. My name's Karja. Karja Balta. Daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea Force.
I figured that was the case.
Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. I'm off to report in at the Balta Sea Force's command post. It's over by the harbor, so don't fall behind.
I feel like based off of the kick she tried to pull, Adol could just drag her along with the cuffs because she wouldn't be able to hold him back at all, so he could just drag her around because he seems to be way stronger than she is physically. If he could just tank the kick and make her stumble back. God, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, mysterious solid room with okay, right. The Chronicle of Adol's Adventures. Oh, I don't actually have an ability to look at that though. Yeah, our map, our stuff, Veros or Varos. Great forests of Celceta, a large woodland of the border of Rome and Hispani that is considered a forbidden area, as those who step foot into it lose their bearings instantaneously. Oh yeah, we get cosmetic shits, but we don't have any, so...
Hey, don't stray too far. I'm taking enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about this. Ugh, why me?
Yes, good old Gunnar. Very good. Except they don't pronounce it like I would. I appreciate them at least having somewhat of a, like a Norse name. some of them, because Karja isn't. It's not how names are built or structured, I guess. Is Pirate Princess your nickname? Seems like it. What happened at the Adamas was nothing compared to what Karnak saw about a year ago. At the time, we wound up executing several rival pirates right in front of the townfolk. They've acted like this towards me ever since. But enough of that. Let's hurry over to command posts. My chaperone will get on my case if we're late, and I'd rather not deal with this any longer than I have to. That's a very Nordic name. It's a very Nordic name is you have no idea how European language works. You'll have to... Okay, if you have no idea how... Okay, yeah, I was like, I'm not sure. I'm confused over what you meant, but okay, right, yeah. Karja, yeah. Because it's not... That's not a Norse name at all. Where's this guy? If it ain't Einar. Oh, Einar. Yeah, that's a Norse name. Good. I appreciate him also having a Norse name. Stopping by Karnak for the time being. As I had several business meetings with the merchant in town. I'll be heading back to the island soon to unload my inventory. I was able to stock up on quite a few interesting products, so do be sure to stop by the store, Princess. Will do. Looking forward to hearing about your travels. What's up, Doggy? Whoa, who's the girl, Adol? We've barely been here a day. How'd you already... Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? I remember you from the Adamas. You must be Adol's friends. Huh. You're actually pretty well built. Not that I'm seeing you up... Now that I'm seeing you up close. So, any reason you're wandering around together all buddy-buddy like this? She is starting hitting on me. For real? Not even. You're just begging me to lop off that hand of yours, huh? What in the world happened between these two? I fucking love it. The fucking options, the dialogue options they have for Adol. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but it doesn't seem like she means any harm. You better fill me on this later, on the details later, though, Adol. Adol, god fucking damn it. They're gonna poison my brain. Just saying Adol.
Hey, Princess. Back already?
Who's your +1?
Is Gunnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him for you.
Not every day you see the princess bringing someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what?
You know it. I love Adol. He just doesn't give a shit. He's just like, sure, whatever, man. I don't care.
Wait, for real? Didn't realize you were her type.
I don't understand the sass they decided to give him, but I'm gonna assume he just always has this. So he's like, yeah, whatever, man.
Actually, now that I think about it, wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him about?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gunnar.
Gunnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas. I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least. It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until then?
No. Oh, I forgot. That's it. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't have. Why do I not have that on my soundboard? Why do I not have that? I can't believe that I haven't thought of actually putting that on my soundboard. I need to have that. That would have been perfect here, cause I. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah. All right. Damn it. Oh, I'm just laughing to myself here, Jesus. Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow, Karja. Tomorrow. Oh.
With all due respect,
Fucking
Princess,
Christ.
I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Karnak.
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
Okay, so in terms of naming conventions, that would be close-ish, I think, to what you could call it. Although you would have a hard T sound and not Thingstead, it would be Tingstead then. But at the same time, I'm not sure what the actual word is, but I think that would be close-ish to what he would be referring to, obviously, as like a meeting type thing, but I don't know. But just in terms of the general Swedish language that, or, you know, related to, seems to be close-ish, so I'll give it a pass.
All right already. I get the message.
Adel, was it? My apologies for giving you a fright on the Adamas.
You didn't frighten him at all.
I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Baltus Sea Force.
Fright doesn't begin to describe it. Now he says that, I'm gonna assume like as if he was, but that, yeah, because you wouldn't structure that sentence like that otherwise. So I should probably meet you.
I'm recalling you correctly then. Your battles aboard the Adamas were very impressive.
You say battles. I had two. One against her.
No doubt you have many thoughts on the subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free.
Am I to argue with a war chief?
Good. I appreciate the understanding. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns, Princess. Until then, travel with Adel and mind what he says.
Adel.
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him anyway?
That you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use of this opportunity. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I expect he will be very accommodating. I had best return to my duties. Take care. I leave the rest to you, Adel.
Man, is Gunnar the freaking coolest or what? He's got brains, brawn, the whole package. Wish I could be half the man he is. So level with me. What did you discuss with him? Something about you and the princess being an item? I don't know what you're talking about, but you better wipe that smirk off your face before I do it for you. From how Gunnar and the princess were acting, there must be something going on between you and them, huh? Not sure what the deal is, but it's not every day Gunnar shows a guy like you that sort of respect. Especially when you're not even a Norman. You're one red-headed mystery, you know that? Oh, who are you? Phew, one job finally wraps up and already getting shipped off to the next. It's gonna be such a hard ass anyhow. You should be trying following his example for once. Alright. I don't know how they want to pronounce that. Yeah, I know. Can't wait to get back to the Balta Island to have a stiff drink. Spend the rest of my day in Karnak, eh? I'll admit, it's true I never had a chance to before. Turns out your crew has some good eggs. You're referring to Gunnar? And hold on, why does it feel like you're talking down at me all of a sudden? The Pirate Princess? Books it. Forget it. The two of us are moving as one for now. Anything on your agenda? The agenda. Promise to meet with the local militia. The local militia? What, do you plan on lending them a hand? Should I not? Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to raise a fuss about it. Not that it matters. The way things stand, I gotta come with whether I like it or not. Not only does the Pirate Princess stick out like a sore thumb, the sight of her frightens the townsfolk out of the wits. Maybe taking Karja straight to the militia's headquarters is the best idea. Well, you got a problem? Spit it out. You stand out too much. Let's get you some new... yeah. Huh? What are you getting at? I don't dress all that differently from any other Norman. Besides, where would you even find a new outfit for me to change into? True enough, it's hard to think someone would be willing to help out the Norman. Adolf? Have you already stopped by at the militia? I'm just on my way back from the house, from a house call myself. Say, aren't you the girl from the Adamus? It would seem the two of you are in a pinch. May I ask what the issue is? It certainly didn't take long for you to get into the thick of things. That said, I do have someone in mind who might be of assistance. Would you mind introducing us? Will they be okay with helping her? I don't believe they have anything to worry about. No, you have anything to worry about. Her line of work requires a degree of neutrality. Let's be off at once then, shall we? She's right over at the Asrad clinic. Actually, hold on. Stress to see you walking around town with company, Princess. You seemed rather busy yesterday, so I hope you find some time to relax today. Okay. Oh yeah, here was it. Fucking doing flips all day. Oh, wow. Very acrobatic, Adol.
So, this is the Asrad Clinic. Some of our crew's been treated here. They do a good job, as far as I can tell.
Who is it? I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Flair. Welcome back. Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been my father checking in with Mr. Evelees.
Now, don't give it another thought. Actually, I stopped by to ask a rather, shall we say, convoluted favor of you, Mirabelle.
Why, of course. What is it? Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing behind you?
Yes, she is the crux of the matter, in fact.
Well, I can certainly see why that'd be a problem. It just so happens that we've been collecting used clothing as part of our volunteer efforts. There might be something in there that'll fit you, Princess. Is something the matter?
No, it's just... you don't seem to be all that afraid of me.
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick, injured, or otherwise in need. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, a Spaniard, or Norman. And besides, in your case, I would be more than happy to help. Give me just a moment, please. There we are. Alrighty, step right in.
I still don't see the problem with what I'm in now.
This goes on the outside. You just put it on, like so.
Hold it! I am a Norman warrior. How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine. Let's wait and see how things turn out.
You may be right that these clothes aren't as sturdy in comparison, but odd as it sounds, the right apparel at the right time and place can hold more power than you realize.
Just keep your chainmail underneath. You'll add some weight, it's fine.
Much like your mana, in fact.
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your courage and confidence. For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me with pride and peace of mind. The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you, doesn't it, Princess? You've been told to spend the entirety of today here in Karnak. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you the strength to do just that. What one wears during life's biggest moments can serve as a memory in and of itself.
So that's how you people see it. Fine then. One change of clothes won't kill me. Your words won me over. Even if that bit about memories went over my head.
I knew you'd come around.
See? What did I say?
She's a force to be reckoned with.
Indeed. Mirabelle is quite impressive for someone her age. I heard she even has a knack for getting all the children to drink their medicine, no matter how bitter.
Dun da da da! The time has come for the grand reveal! From fearsome pirate princess to cute as a button, I present to you, Karja!
You call this cute? Drafty, more like.
I don't know how that is any more drafty than what you had before. Finally see your whole face.
Huh? Oh, right. Apparently my helmet didn't fit the ensemble. Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought it would.
I don't understand how you would think that that has any less mobility than what you had previously.
Consider me astounded. You're a miracle worker, Mirabelle.
Not even I thought it would go this well.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia, isn't it? You should probably be on your way, Adel.
Changing outfits, yes. Cosmetic and all that, but I don't have any, so... It's not like I can do anything with that. Karja! The only daughter of the Balta Sea Force Jarl Grimson. Dubbed the Pirate Princess, she is feared amongst the townsfolk. She also is one of a few mana wielders, but winds up bound by Adol, or to Adol, by cuffs made of mana. 1 out of 5 stars, okay. Oh, there we go. The notice came after I checked.
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. It's not half bad. Don't think that means I'm giddy about it, though. If I catch you leering, you're dead.
Your outfit isn't...
Why's the militia all gathered up like that?
Like...
Well, just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
Like, your outfit isn't more, like, leering... prone, let's call it that, like, than your previous outfit. In fact, I think your previous outfit... Hold on, I think your previous outfit might have been more revealing than this one. Because I think your stomach was more in view on your previous one. So I think this one is less so, even. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, lady.
And you're absolutely sure they were dead?
No doubt about it, sir. We dealt the fatal blows ourselves. It all happened so quickly. We looked away for only a second.
Well, clearly, it wasn't a fatal blow.
Adel! You showed up just like you said you would. Wait, who's the girl?
We grew up together. I love these absurd fucking things he could just say. He's like, yeah, we grew up together. Like partner in arms, you could say.
Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining the militia too?
Huh? Why would I ever do that?
So, no, huh? Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're actually pretty swamped at the moment.
Did something happen?
Yeah, It's almost too weird to be true. Some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside town this morning. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them out for good. But the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them disappeared.
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its next few meals?
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? Sounds kind of far-fetched.
Could have been a really fast bear. You don't know.
The most likely answer is that they were never actually finished off. But I don't know.
Isn't that man...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking along the road. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several civilians to exit onto the highway. Do I have that correct, Commander Gulliver?
That's about the long and short of it, yeah. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this case that doesn't add up.
That's unusually glib coming from you. I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember whose shoulders the blame falls on should the worst occur. Now get moving. There are travelers on that highway who need protecting, our citizens included.
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing. Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves and keep the roads blocked. But there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us barely gets any time off. And it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our budget.
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most right now. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on deck.
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away, Mayor Clement. We'll report back as soon as we can.
See that you do.
All right! Let's get this show on the road!
Sorry, Adel. Duty's calling. If you're still interested in signing up, drop by again after things cool down a bit.
Take care out there.
Will do. Catch you later.
We should follow them.
Huh? I'll admit this incident has me curious, but don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way. So the militia headed for the Hagen Highway, huh? We can get there by circling back past the clinic. You want to follow him, then hurry it up.
Alright, let's go. Upon approaching the stone steel, warm mana settles over Adol. This is a hewn stone. Mana wheels can use them to recover their strength. We should return here if we're in a pinch. Your health checkpoints and also fast travel points.
Let's catch our breath.
Dead. Ow. Okay, right. There we go. Yeah. Oh, we get full everything when we level.
Let's go!
Okay, I can just do that mid combo even. Alright. Didn't actually try that before.
I don't believe it.
Good to know.
Every time we knock one down, it just gets back up again.
Commander, what the hell are we dealing with here?
Couldn't tell you, but I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carrion went missing now.
Damn it all!
Adel?
No! You need to fall back! Now! These things can't be...
No way!
What in the world is going on here? Mana, you say? I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers at their disposal.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use them?
That's ridiculous. You can't expect us to actually believe this.
Well, it doesn't really matter if you believe me or not.
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adel Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength! Oh, crap. No dice, huh?
Not a speck of shame in this one.
Well, Commander, now that we know the whole story, let's ask Adel and his lady friend to save the townsfolk in our place.
What?
Come off it, Gren. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck, they're practically still kids.
The mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. We already know we can't take down those wolves ourselves. And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the highway?
Well...
Besides, Commander, Adel here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who wanted to sign up with us.
Is that right?
We'll take care of this.
Yeah. It's Adel and Karja, right? Hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the townsfolk in our place.
Far above. If you're that set on this, then let's make it quick.
Oh, right. Take this with you.
Heal potion. 40% HP. Leaves an empty bottle. Playing
Let me
Zelda
know if you
right
run
now.
out and I'll top you off. Try not to get too in over your heads. We'll come back you up once we're finished tending to the wounded. Best of luck to you.
Big boar. Enduring power attacks. Power attacks indicated by red auras can be guarded while in duo mode.
Found some already.
What's the big idea? Blocking the road. Don't you have any idea how vital today's negotiations are?
You do realize that they don't understand human speech, right, Dad? Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others managed to get away safely. I can't put my finger on it, but something about these wolves gives me a bad feeling.
Hard to imagine feeling good about a wild animal attack, son. Anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way of our business is evil incarnate from head to toe. Once the militia gets here, I'll have these mutts turned into fur coats and sold for a profit.
Who are you two?
Oh, folks from the militia. A bit on the young side, but I won't complain.
2 seconds, dead.
Whoa!
Incredible. Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So much for those fur coats.
Priorities, Dad?
Shoot, good call. How would you two like a job escorting us to our destination? I'm Romes of Carpent Trading, by the way.
Romes Carpent. You're that big money merchant from Karnak.
Well, what do you say? I can pay double the militia's rates if you get me to my business meeting on time.
You recognize that boy? Does he remind you of what the fuck is his name? Reese from Golden Sun, maybe? Because that's who I see when I look at him. Is Reese.
Oh, for crying out loud! Cruz, you're about their age, give or take. Talk some sense into
It's
them.
his voice as well.
No can do, Dad.
Why not?
Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about everybody who ran off ahead of us?
Nothing clicks for me hearing his voice.
Are you really
but...
so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you just to close a deal? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can have. It was you who taught me that.
Oh, way to go, me. I always did have a way with words. Oh.
Well, that settles that. You're free to go help the others. We'll make the sensible choice and return to Karnak.
You sure are cool under pressure.
It's nothing special. I'm only doing what any reasonable person would.
Smack!
How's that? How's that?
How does he get up here? Hey!
How's that?
Something's there.
Form up! Go touch, Korja! Go touch, Korja!
Can have him static walk doing that.
Go touch, Korja!
Okay. I wanted to see how fast I could activate that.
This could be trouble. If the rumors are true, these things are immortal.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Well, the only option is to use one of us as bait. Just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not that cold-blooded. Run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait! I never agreed to anything!
Huh?
Who are you guys?
Let us take care of this.
No, okay. Hit me once.
We're saved?
Wow! Way to go, you two. The name's Rafe. This little fella is Ashley. I've heard those things were unkillable. Was it that weird power of yours that did them in?
Shouldn't be so reckless.
Actually, it was the perfect time to be reckless. Not to say I had a death wish or anything. I just don't want to be the kind of human garbage who'd leave a child in danger.
As if I asked for your help.
So, what are you doing out here anyway?
I just came out to pick some wild plants and stuff.
I think I was hearing him from a Smite skin.
And the kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every so often to earn some extra money for food. He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rosa or the priest would have been happy to help if he'd asked them straight up.
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand anybody from town. And that includes you, Rafe. You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days, before inviting yourself along.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. Would it kill you to be a little less prickly with me? I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the lighthouse.
Not really. Sometimes she gives me gifts and I return the favor. That's all. I do wonder if Sasha's alright, though.
Can we leave the boy with you?
Of course.
I'll make sure he gets home safe. We should be fine going back the way you came. Just remember to watch yourselves out there, okay?
When injured, standing still in a safe situation will gradually recover lost HP. Smack.
Another one. Down that way.
You impertinent brutes! Don't you come any closer! Do you even realize who you're dealing with? This can't be the end. Is there no one, anyone who will save me?
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile them up even more.
My pleas are answered.
Gotcha!
How sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment you spotted me.
Excuse me? You got some nerve taking an attitude with the people who bailed you out. You're real gussied up. Doesn't seem like you're from around these parts, though.
That's... What concern is that of yours, pray tell?
Take a moment to cool off, ma'am.
You're right. Being ambushed by those creatures has me all of a dither. Oh, goodness. I truly am a pampered, spoiled thing, aren't I?
What in hell is she mumbling about?
My name is Millette. I am a traveler passing through. Ahem. Forgive my lapse in manners. As it happens, I have a request to make of ones so capable as yourselves. You see, I am rather eager to continue down this highway to the next town over, but those peculiar wolves litter the path ahead. Might I request that you dispatch them and ensure my safe passage?
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people farther up the road, are you?
Not at all. There were no signs of anyone save for myself.
In that case, I'll have to wait. Would you mind returning to town then?
Aye. You're better off calling it quits for now, given the situation. Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be there to protect you.
It would seem there's no insisting otherwise. Very well. I shall do as you suggest.
That scream just now. I think it came from over there.
Did the wolves get inside?
If so, it'd be a first. That's Pharos Lighthouse. Any vessel traversing these waters depends on it. I think the man who tends the place is living there with his kid.
Using a skill, defeat enemy, reduce the cost. Or it restores half of the cost instantly. Bam! Fuck you. Can voice actors I know stop showing up before I found what the last one was from? Well, we're about to enter a dungeon, so you'll have a little bit of downtime. It's so difficult to tell when the fuck you're about to just storm into me. Okay, apparently that didn't go off correctly. Okay, so I used them from here even. Different drops. Red granule that gives off faint, okay. Got it. Fast travel, right? Ingredients.
Get away from there at once!
The noble lady was another smite skin.
Blast! There's no time to lose. Those girls are in danger.
Dun 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 dun. Rafe is
Who are you
Lemillion.
two?
Ah, is he now? Okay, yeah, I did recognize Rafe's voice, so I was like, I wonder. Yeah, okay, I see.
Stay back. This won't take us long.
Durability. Some enemies have durability meter on top of their HP gauge. Such enemies cannot be damaged until their durability is depleted. Okay, let's stand back a bit. There we go, bitch! Get fucked.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's place? Oh, never mind that. I could really use your help right now.
Did something happen?
I should say so. The lighthouse has been overrun by beasts. Not only is my daughter still inside, but Rosalind too. She had merely come by to pick some flowers.
Rosalind? That the girl whose family runs the inn?
Please, save them. I beg of you.
We'll make our way in, but whether they die or survive is up to them. Living is a choice, one those two have to make on their own.
How very Norman of you.
How? All I did was state the obvious. Enough talk. We probably want to hurry.
Doesn't seem like anyone's upstairs. I wager they fled through that door. No time to lose. Dungeons are places of constant danger, so standing still in one will not restore HP. Make sure to keep some... Okay, yeah, we have one potion, but I won't need that. Because I did this in the demo as well. I cleared the first chapter in the demo, so... Something in mind? Well, kind of. An idea just came to me and I want to give it a whirl. It won't take long, so let me hear here a sec. We now get to shift character. Each of the two has their own SP gauge. By swapping the characters, the controlled character at the right time, you can perform skills in succession. How the fuck do I, like... How do I, like, do that? Okay.
What's this?
That's too fucking hard to, like, if I am to do that back and forth, that's not fucking possible. That's way too complicated. Because that then involves me holding R1, pressing a face button, releasing R1, pressing square, hold down R1, and then pressing a face button again. That shit back and forth, that's way too fucking hard to do one after another. Like, that's too fucking difficult. So that's not happening. Yeah, she's got her projectile and she's got her slam. What's her HP looking like? She's got more HP.
Switch! 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 Switch!
Oh yeah, she can also do spins in midair. Oh, hold. Gold! Dead. Nornir Spindle. An ancient treasure that spins a mysterious thread. The antique obtained earlier, the Nornir Spindle, begins to glow. You can now use mana actions. Mana String. Mana String. Press L2 when the reticle is displayed to activate Mana String, releasing a thread of mana that lets you swing to faraway footholds. Using Mana String on enemies allows you to close the distance on them in a flash.
Woohoo! Now this I like. Let's keep up the pace. Its defenses look pretty sturdy. Let me take a crack at it first.
God damn it. Can I, like... There we go. Oh, I can do that in midair even. No, I can do... It goes a little bit downwards when I do that, okay. Dude, that almost sounded like a fucking Link scream right there. Okay, apparently that wasn't correctly timed.
It in time?
It should be a good spot to rest.
Sure. Let's do that while they're getting attacked.
Everything's going to be fine, Sash. Someone will be here to rescue us any moment now.
Take this! Don't come any closer, you bully! Leave Rosalind alone! And pick on someone your own size!
Sash!
Get yourself safety.
Right.
Who are you?
Okay.
Name's Karja.
Alright, have a good night.
You did good, kid. Now stay back and watch us finish the job.
Okay.
Boss fight! Roar. Your vision of a new skill. Double smash. Attached it to there, I guess. Da-da-da-da. Unleash duo skills. SP consumed by dual skills is split evenly between users. Should one of the two have insufficient SP, the skill will still be performed if the other has enough to make up the difference. Fucking Christ, alright. Okay, that wasn't perfectly timed, but I did it. Apparently I'm not allowed to like do riposts against the boss, which is what I'm just sitting and trying to do. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what it is.
I was almost calling it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, so that's what happened when I played the demo. So, because when I played the demo, I got that parrying off, but I'm gonna assume I got the parry off fairly, like, far into his health bar. So I took a chunk of it down, because immediately after that first animation was done, I could press X again, and they did that cross slash to kill it. And I was like, oh, I guess that worked. But here it was separated because, okay, right, got it. So there will like always, or if there will be like a counter kill animation and a normal counter cutscene animation for bosses, or big bosses at least, okay.
What in the world?
I'm assuming that there will be the general gist. I've only beaten one major boss, so
Hey!
I wouldn't know.
Sash! Thank the stars! You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, Daddy! I was so scared! Oh, Sash.
We saw how you tackled that thing, Adel.
Yeah, shoulder checked him right in the face.
You two were awesome with a capital A. Right, Commander?
It wasn't a capital A in the text, but okay.
That he does. Even without that strange power, his swordsmanship goes beyond his years. He and the young lady here were so in sync, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
It's because of you both that Rosalind and my little girl came out unharmed. I can't possibly thank you enough.
The other travelers who were along the highway are fine as well, save for a few minor injuries. Adel, Karja, you've got our gratitude.
Kren.
Rosa. I didn't even realize you left town. It's a good thing you're okay, though. I don't think your folks could take it if something happened to you, too. Oh, right. Me and Rosa here have been friends since we were little, so I owe you for saving her, too. Thanks a million.
Adel, just what were those creatures?
That's something we're still trying to get a handle on ourselves. But let's hold off on it until we get back to Karnak. Might be a good idea to fill the mayor in on the situation and hash things out ASAP.
As does it. Looks like a minor sprain. You'll want to keep it in place and avoid rigorous activity for about 3 days or so. And we're really lucky to have Dr. Flair to lighten the load. I know it's your hobby, Doc, but would it kill you to tell Mira where you're heading next time you go fishing? Oh, but would it kill you to tell Mira next time you go fishing? I'll consider it. What about the adults? How are they doing? Undead beasts? Just how gullible do you think I am? Say what you will, but multiple people on the highway witnessed the very same thing. It's not it. If that's not enough to convince you, just ask our heroes of the hour here. As a matter of fact, we've been getting a slew of peculiar beast reports these past several days. Group this incident up with them, and a lot of the pieces start fitting together. The highways is safe again for the moment, courtesy of Adol and Karja here. But even if this case is under control, that doesn't mean we're in the clear. We plan to rise at the crack of dawn tomorrow and look into where these creatures are coming from. Very well, you do that. Adol and Karja, was it? As mayor of Karnak, allow me to express my gratitude. You've done us a great service. Still, is there no one else aside from them who can deal with those fiends? These two are travelers, practically children at that. I'll tell you this much, my men and I don't stand a chance. But the Balta Sea Force's Jarl might be a different story. Word is you have some kind of mystical power on hand. Grimson, eh? It may place us even further in his debt, but we'd better meet with the man and inform him of this. Forgive the intrusion, Dr. Azrad. I'll be seeing myself out now. There are quite a few wounded to tend with, too, so I would appreciate if you would remain in your clinic for the time being. Right, sure thing. Some mayor reminded me to ask him how those Balta boots taste. Now, Gran, don't you start bad-mouthing him again. I'm sure the mayor's struggling with more than we could ever hope to understand. In Picard's eye, maybe. In any case, it's getting late. This likely won't be the last time we ask for your help, Adol. Expect to hear from us again tomorrow. Order that, sir. Hold it. Tomorrow's no good. What, do you already have other plans? We're the ones asking the favor here, so it goes without saying that we'll work around your schedule. But if an emergency does come up, there isn't really anyone else we can turn to. Gran, you take Rosalind and escort her home. I already let Renee and Corinne know what happened, but you know how they like to worry. You got it, Commander. With that, we'll just be taking our leave, if you'll excuse us, Mirabelle. By all means, have a restful evening. This day can't end soon enough. Guess we better be on our way too. Right. Adol, Karja, thank you for everything today. Hope you'll let me return the favor sometime.
Switch!
So aggressive. Switch! It's like, alright, calm down. Alright, ready to head back to the inn? Sure you don't need to go home? Is that a joke, or did you actually forget we're shackled together? Hello over there. No, it's you. You're those folks from the lighthouse. It would seem I neglected to introduce myself earlier. I am Lux, the lighthouse keeper. Yes, very poignant. Your timely aid today was truly appreciated. I shudder to think what would have become of us without it. Yeah, thanks, Karja. You chopped that monster up good. It was so cool. Feeling a lot less scared now, huh? Yep. You know, that rock you threw gave us just the opening we needed. Huh? You survived because you made the choice to live. So really, you saved yourself. I just helped out a little, that's all. Oh, okay. See that red-headed boy and the blonde girl over there? I heard they rescued Mr. Carpenter and his son. Your daring deeds have the town's rumor mill running at full speed. Were it not for you, the casualties would have surely been greater than they were. For that, you have our gratitude once more. Are you heading back to the lighthouse? Not yet. Frankly, I'm hesitant to return so soon after all that's transpired. We'll be staying with the Hieroglyph Church until the militia completes their investigation. I suppose we ought to get going before Sash here falls asleep on her feet. Till we meet again. Till next we meet, okay. Guess that means the lighthouse is staying dark for the night. Anyway, I'd say we earned ourselves a good meal. Let's head back to the inn.
What a long day. Can't wait to chow down back at the inn. Wait, do they even have any empty rooms? Then again, these cuffs will probably... We can worry about that later. Let's focus on getting some grub for now.
Over here, Idol. The guys at the dock says you've been doing a whole lot of moving and shaking. Kinda wish you'd brought me along to lend a fist or two, but hey, no hard feelings. Now get over here and tell me all about it. That explains things. I was wondering why you'd been buddying up this whole time. But damn, sounds like a hell of a lot to go through in just one day. I'm starting to realize that adventure loves you just as much as you love it. Adventure? That is the excuse for dragging me into this? Let's just say it's more Destiny's doing than his. Those undead beasts are some real food for thought, though. And the fact that only you two can take them down for good just makes things trickier. What the heck are they, anyhow? Don't you know, Karja? Who, me? I couldn't tell you the first thing about him. They're called Grieger among my people, but that's all I've got. Grieger. Wait, back up a sec. You're saying the Normans knew about these things the whole time? Only that every so often we've come across a peculiar beast that refused to die. Never heard anything about him turning up in packs, though. Well, you're gonna be meeting up with the Baltus head honcho tomorrow, right? Hope we can tell you more about them. Hope he can tell you more about them. Not to mention those invisible cuffs you got on. I wouldn't be so sure knowing the way he is. Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your conversation, but Adol and Karja has a visitor waiting outside for them. A visitor?
Heyo! Short time no see!
Almost too short.
Aren't we off the hook till tomorrow?
Oh, this hasn't got anything to do with the militia. I know it's a little last minute, but after talking stuff out, we decided to throw you to a welcome party, starting now.
A welcome party? For us?
Don't mind him, Karja. Really, it's more that we want to repay you for everything you did earlier. All of us are around the same age, so we hope to sit you down for a chat and see where it goes.
I'll just come out and say it. Long story short, we want to be friends with you guys.
Friends?
Well, in that case, sure.
Hey, you forgetting to ask someone?
I promise you won't regret it.
That settles that. We'll lead the way.
Adol and Karja popped into the tavern for a moment to let Dogi know that they would be out for a while. Soon after, they reconvened with Gren and Rosalind, who led them into the night and toward the harbor. After passing through streets still lined with bustling stalls, despite the late hour, the four arrived at a less frequented corner of town.
Didn't this area used to be a shipyard?
Huh. I'm surprised you know about that.
The Sandras.
What's the story with this old boat?
They say she's due to be scrapped, but she's been sitting here as long as I can remember.
Right this way, you two.
What's all this?
I'm glad you asked. Welcome to the secret headquarters of the Karnak Free Youth Brigade.
Ugh. Are you really still set on that whole youth brigade thing?
You never change, Gren. By which I mean never learn. Or grow up. Typical Gren the goofball.
Oh yeah? You want to say that again to my fist?
Now, break it up, boys. Is this any way to act in front of our guests?
Wait, you're... Actually, now that I get a good look, this room's full of familiar faces.
What's brought you guys together?
Well, all of of us were born and raised here in Karnak, so we grew up alongside each other. This place has been our usual gathering spot ever since we were little.
I'm a bit older than the others, though, so it's been some time since my last visit.
So yeah, we still get together here every now and then.
The two of you wound up our main topic of discussion today after everything that's happened.
No sooner did we consider inviting you over than Gren the goofball here bolted out the door. Sorry for letting him off his leash. I'll bet he's pestered you half to death by now.
Keep calling me a goofball, and I might actually go brain dead. Then what'll you do?
No worries there. Your brain's been fried since the minute you came out the womb.
We really are sorry about the trouble. Still, there are a lot of things I'd like to ask you two about. We may be in the same age group, but there's a certain aura of mystique around you.
I couldn't agree more. Would you mind going into detail about that power you used to save us?
I get the sense everyone here is trying to make you feel welcome in their own little way. You're not obliged to humor us, of course, though I suppose you wouldn't have come along at all if you were against it.
What do you think, Karja?
As far as I'm concerned, the less they know, the better. I don't mind, though, as long as you cover for me halfway decently.
Well, no need to be shy. Have a seat over here and make yourselves comfortable.
You travel around in search of adventure? Get out of here! That's flippin' awesome!
Now I can see why you were so excited about the story of the Sea King's throne back at the inn.
And everything you know about sword fighting is self-taught? Man, the life you must have led.
And at only 17, too. That makes you the same age as Rafe.
Cruz and I are 16, just 1 year younger.
And Gren here finally got his dream job with the militia after turning 18, right?
Technically, he's still in training on account of all the trouble he stirs up.
So if he's 18, is she like 19, 20 then?
That sounds about right. Wouldn't be Gren otherwise.
Ah, cram it. I forget though. How old are you, Mira?
That should be a normal question that she can answer, but we got double standards.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Double
Might
standards?
wanna walk it back. Or your next trip to the clinic might land you in the morgue.
Just fucking answer the question, lady.
Point taken.
That reminds me, Rafe. How's working away
If
from
she's
home been?
fucking 19 or 20 then, because she said a little older than the other ones. So it's gonna be 19 or 20 then. She's the oldest.
You got a live-in position at the mines in the countryside, right?
Yeah, I've gotten used to it, more or less. Plus, the pay's decent enough. Anything to help my mom out, you know?
Rafe.
Bet you don't get much free time either, Cruz, now that you're helping the family business. Guessing you gave up your goal of being a shipwright?
I may as well have. That's just the way it goes. It was only ever a childhood fantasy anyway. How are things in the militia, Gren? Commander Gulliver seems pretty put together, at least.
It's fulfilling work, sure, but the commander's got less of a backbone than you would think. And by now, our rock-bottom pay is a joke everybody's in on.
Can't do much about that except complain to your old man.
All that extra money from downsizing the militia's staff and budget goes towards the Balta Sea Force's protection fee. It was the mayor who made the choice to take that huge chunk out of your funding.
Hey, Gren, was it? Am I connecting the dots right about your dad here?
Whoops. Did I forget to mention? Sucks to say, but yeah. The guy you talked to at the clinic.
Sucks to suck.
I'm his son. It's ironic. I joined the militia as a way to stand on my own 2 feet, and my dad still finds a way to give me grief.
Grief is kind of a strong word there, bud.
Sorry. I should know better than that.
All right, you three. You're starting to talk like our regulars over at the tavern.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
We did sound about 3 times older just now.
So, how'd you find yourself in these parts, Adol?
I walked down from up north. Walked down. Yes, walked.
Up north?
Whoa now. You're not about to tell us you're actually a Norman, are you?
Nah.
He wouldn't have come on foot if that were the case.
I was told you met Dogi and Dr. Flair during your travels.
Yeah? So how does Karja fit into the picture?
Me? Well, I am a Norman.
The fucking Karja. What was that about? A cover?
Hell.
Like instantly, as soon as you had to, as you were to speak, just bam, and it's like I didn't even have a chance to cover for you. You just fucking spilt it right out.
Well, I think the Norman people come in all different strokes these days.
That's true. Just look at how amicable Einar is. Besides, Karja had a hand in saving us, so...
Hold that thought.
What's got you worked up all of a sudden?
I hear shouting. And that's not all.
Who could that be?
Gren! Gren! Are you in there?
Pops? Is that you?
Keep the door shut and listen to me. Under no circumstances are any of you to leave that room.
What? Why not? Crap. It won't open! Pops! Pops!
What's going on out there?
Sounds like screaming. And cannon fire.
It's... gone quiet.
Shit! Hey! Answer me, damn you!
Waiting around in here won't do us any good. We gotta see what happened for ourselves.
So check the door. Dun, 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 dun. Leave. Dun, 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 dun. More shit.
Can't be.
Calm down.
But why?
Shit!
Gren, wait!
Ah, dumbass.
The rest of you should hide.
Got it. Just make sure you bring our moron back in one piece, all right?
Helpless to the end, that one. There's no telling who we're up against, Adel. But chances are this is a raid. Let's go check on the command post.
Dun, 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 dun. Bam!
Now of all times, out of my way!
Oh, I can do that in mid-air? Huh. I can parry mid-air. I didn't anticipate that.
Can't get through this way. Let's find another path.
Nice.
Let's get him. Let's get him.
Oh, I'm not allowed to go here, huh?
In my sight. Hup, get him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him.
Bitch!
Hup. Down some.
Oh, asshole.
Yeah. Here too? Gunnar should have left by now. There's not a single lookout to be seen.
Same goes for the townsfolk.
We heard him screaming earlier, so where'd they get to? There are Grieger all over too. This is starting to feel less and less like your typical raid. Doesn't seem like Ren's in the area either. Let's take our search elsewhere. happened to everyone?
Splash. Dun 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 dun.
Crap! Not these things again!
Look before you leap next time.
Sorry, I just...
Oh? What have we here?
Huh?
A woman?
Fall back! It isn't safe!
You found some stragglers, did you? A shame they aren't quite what we're looking for.
What?
What do you do with the townsfolk?
They may have fallen short of the mark, but that doesn't mean they can't be put to good use. I do so despise pointless waste, after all. It vexes me to my core.
The hell are you on about?
You there, redhead. Unlike the other inhabitants, you seem rather intriguing. Still, a miss is a miss. You'll simply have to serve me in other ways. Oh?
There's something off about you.
It healed! Doesn't that make her...
A Grieger? In human form?
Those exist?
This is the first I've seen or heard of one.
Well, aren't we a vexatiously spirited bunch? Perhaps a little roughing up is in order, before I bring you to heel.
Sure, lady.
Here they come!
You do that.
What say I teach you some discipline? Away with you! Out of my sight! Out of my sight!
There we go.
That's quite enough of that. Out of my sight.
Skeeter! This witch.
You two sure you've got this? If only I hadn't run off all half-cocked.
What's this? My wounds aren't healing? Don't tell me you two are the ones he was talking about.
There. Another scar for the road.
This can't be. You lowly human filth. I, Yer the Dorson, am not your canvas.
So her name, I'm not sure what the D is, so I'm gonna give a little insight here then. So her name, the first name, well, so okay, of what I know, I don't think, like, the last name, there's a little, I don't know if it's spelled like that or if it's missing a detail, but so her first name, Judd, is slightly a shortening. I don't know of that as a first name. There is, however, the name of Hjördis, which is a name, though. They could have shortened it. I also don't think it would be spelled like that. It would be spelled with a normal D. And then Dorsen. There is a last name of Dorsen, which I think is what that would be. I don't know if it's missing a thing on how it's spelt, or if it's spelt like that and just pronounced that way. But so I would give her name a very good pass, although she's not. I don't know the nature of her, where she comes from, but like she's not a one of the Normans, like specifically. So, but her naming convention is seemingly very connected to them in some way. So it would obviously have. It's clearly meant to be, you know, connected to Norse or Nordic, you know, names and whatnot. So I'd give her name a pass. It's nice. I like the name is close enough to like Nordic names.
Never have I been so vexed!
Although I will say, having a villain, if I would say having a villain that would be called Hjördis Dorsen, is not very intimidating. It's a not very intimidating name whatsoever. Like I would hear that, I'm like, really? That's your name? Like it would be like kind of like what? It's really weird.
Wretched girl, don't think yourself more than a blustering mongrel! Come, my minions!
Hey, look, it's
What the hell are these guys?
what would be? They're moblins. There we go.
Gregor! All of them!
Shred her face into a miserable pile of flesh! That wench will know humiliation!
We're on our last legs. Adel!
Wing. Suddenly, somewhere else. Call out the Carja. Not that it matters. There's no response. Grant's nowhere to be found either. In fact, no one seems to be around at all. I wonder if the I mean, it could be that it's not perfectly, it's not a perfectly or perfect guard that happens, or I'm attacking too quickly. Yeah, it might be. I might have to wait for him to do his break. And so it might not be possible to do on certain enemies even. No, I think it is, because I kind of pressed it quickly there as well. I think it might be because he just doesn't attack until like it's possible to do. So it might just be the timing have been incorrect. Yeah, it's probably just the timing haven't been correct.
How's that?
No, well. Ah, okay, right. Breath water. Water that lets the grants a duo the breath of life leaves an empty bottle. Party heal. Oh, that... Oh, that pushed him back up here. You fucking... dipshit. Whee! Bam.
It should be a good spot to rest.
Can I just... Nope, he sinks like a rock. Bramble?
How's that?
Some weird flowers. Or flowers. Plants. Interesting, so this is gonna be a recurring hub of some kind. I'd assume we're gonna, or I'll assume that we're gonna be able to have Karja come over here as well. Maybe. Oh, we can enter. Hut? Question mark? Well, yeah. What did it look like to you? An old man is plowing a field. Who are you?
Oh? I should be asking the same of you. It's been quite some time since this island had a visitor. Or perhaps I should say that those who come to visit are never quite aware of it. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance at all. Welcome to Viewpoint Isle, the site of my solitary existence for forever and a day now.
What's that?
Well, I reckon that I've been waiting for something. What exactly, however, I have forgotten over time. Even my own name has escaped me. But be that as it may, all I can do now is remain patient. You, on the other hand, appear to have elsewhere to return. I wish you all the best.
Hey, Adol! This is no time to be spacing out!
You okay?
Hale senses that at some point his and Karja's mana had been infused with new strength. Revenge Gauge. Guarding against an enemy attack while in duo mode will fill the Revenge Gauge. Holding R2 and pressing the face buttons to activate a duo skill with a full Revenge Gauge will enhance the skill's power by the multiplier displayed on the gauge.
Slay them at once.
Bam!
What was that power just now?
Hale gets the feeling that he just had a new encounter in a mysterious place. but he fails to recall anything about it, as if his mind is clouded by fog.
Forget it! This is our chance to break through their ranks. Move out!
Right!
No pity, no mercy, no forgiveness! They think this is over. Evie, to me!
So that's Edie then, because yeah, that's the same letters, Edie. A giant with tassels on it.
I don't care
Or
how
whatever.
many limbs you have to tear off. Seize those gutter snipes and drag them back before my feet!
Rawr.
Let's hide out at the old shipyard for now. We can flee town from there.
Yeah, Rosa and them are waiting on us. Holy... What's with that walking mountain?
Another Greeker?
Adol, there's a shortcut to the shipyard over this way.
Escape sequence.
Adol! Gren, hurry!
The road's blocked!
Let's break through!
The hell's that musclehead's problem?
Dun 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 dun. Ow. Dun 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 dun.
Now it's barrels?
Yeah! This way! The bridge!
Monostring across!
Whee!
He caught up to us!
We'll have to fight our way past! Let's tackle it together!
Oh god. Fucking Christ. Bam. Hey, level up. Slide.
The hideout's down this way!
Whee!
We'll slide to the bottom!
A fallen tree?
Grapple over it!
Stop!
They're already here? Then where did everyone else go?
Shh!
Hey, anything turn up? Nah, not a soul left to be found.
Am I crazy, or are those things talking?
These humanoid Grieger might be a nastier threat than we realized.
Those brats from earlier must have been the only ones hiding out then. Oh yeah? And where are they now? I brought them along with. All humans are to be presented to Lady Earth.
They were captured?
Stay calm, Gran.
Stay calm? Our friends are in danger and you want me to stay calm?
Yes.
Screw that! I'll save them alone if I have to!
What can you possibly do?
Son of a...
Adding fuel to the fire will just make everyone burn. We're out of escape routes.
You don't have the strength to fight.
Aye. All the more reason to rid yourself of me while you can. I'll hack off my hand and act as a decoy. That way, only one of us has to go down.
You're coming with us, Karja.
You proposing we get out on that ship? It's practically falling apart. Well, we got nothing to lose trying.
There's still the question of what happened to Dogi and Dr. Flare. Worrisome as it is, though, escape is the only option right now.
All right, we're shoving off. We made it to open waters. Let's try and meet up with the Balta Sea Force for now.
Didn't realize you know how to steer.
How? The Normans are a seafaring people. You'd have a harder time finding a warrior who doesn't know his way around a helm. Would feel more at ease if the lighthouse beacon were on. But we should be able to make do by starlight. I'm still in rough shape.
You feeling okay?
Can't you tell? Come here. I'll teach you the basics of handling a ship. A short break will do me some good anyway. Mind taking the wheel for me?
You picked that up faster than I expected. Oh, and before I forget, take this. Map of Obelia Gulf. I always know where you're headed. Also, and don't go straight off the course.
They're not coming after us. We were right to escape by boat. Set our heading west-southwest. First step is to meet up with the Balta Sea Force. How about that? You're a regular coxswain already. Guess I can leave things be a while without you running us aground.
Well,
I should have some of my strength back after resting up a bit.
If we're on the open waters, I don't think there's that much of a chance of me running aground, really.
The helm's all yours in the meantime.
Press L1 when controlling the ship to temporarily catch the wind and accelerate. This can be done once. Can be done again once the... Okay, right here. Yeah, we're always moving forward, aren't we? Yeah, so there's no point in me pushing forward, because that was making the ship just keep fucking turning and being weird. Just manual and auto. Which one is which? I'm gonna assume when it says manual, it's on manual.
And Balta Island right now. Seems you're starting to get a feel for steering.
Managed to recharge a bit.
Enough to keep me astir, at least. About those humanoid Grieger, by the way. I'd never even known they existed.
They sure were strong.
They won't get the best of me next time. The bestial kind's been showing up here and there in Obelia Gulf for a long time now. Me and Grimson, my old man, have been wiping him out with no one else the wiser.
So it's a secret even among the Sea Force?
Some are in on it, others aren't. And I think Grimson's been making some kind of investigation into the Grieger too. But he still won't tell me a damn other than that I should look into him myself if I'm so curious. Or that carving one's path through the waters is the Norman way of life.
Did you keep quiet about Mana too?
Haven't heard so much as a scrap about it. Apparently, I started being able to use mana at around 10 years old. Ever since, I've been tasked with culling the Grieger herd without ever knowing why. I always assumed an explanation would follow once I became a full-fledged warrior. So, with that as my guiding thought, I worked as hard as I could, and, well...
Haze clad encourages heart courses palpably through the handcuffs. Sounds a lot like me.
In what way are we anything alike?
I knew nothing of the sea in my mountain village.
What? And now you're just playing me for a sap. How could anybody be oblivious to the whole damn... Wait, is that what ends up happening when you're born and raised in the mountains? So, there's folks out there who know nothing about the ocean. And I knew nothing of them.
That's the reason I started adventuring.
That right. So the reason you set off was to learn more about the ocean? I wonder, is there more I'd like to find out too? About myself, maybe?
Light kick didn't even move his leg. What was that for?
Huh? Not sure. Something about you just raises my hackles. Why'd it take me this long to... Something the matter? Those ships.
Inconceivable.
It's the Grieger. No two ways about it.
Those things have ships?
Not just one either. It's a whole miniature armada.
There's 3 of them. I would hesitate
us
incredibly
in
to call
firing
that an armada, or even a small one.
We're too short on manpower to fight our way out. One extra pair of hands on deck would at least give us a chance.
Look no further then.
Sorry to keep me so much from you.
You mean about Karja? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so my head's kind of a mess right now. Let's just focus on what's in front of us. I don't want to go making another bonehead mistake.
What can you do?
I took artillery training as part of my drills in the militia.
Cannon duty it is.
Sure thing. I'll give it my best shot.
All right, Adel. Prepare for naval combat.
Alright, let me see. This was a little wonky when I first tried it. Well, let's see. You can use that fire projectile, weaken power, but can slow down enemy ships. And EX armaments, short range but powerful to attack. And when they say short range, it's really fucking short range. The Sandra's HP displayed at the bottom right depletes when hit by enemy ships. Skillfully steer yourself out of attacks and close in on foes before unleashing your EX armaments. Okay, got it. I see how that is supposed to function. It has to be... Oh, the fucking effect of it going through is there we go. Fire. Well, this is awkward. That's us slowing them down, and then BAM! Deleted. Okay. I got a hand on that now. I understand that a little bit more now.
Reinforcements?
Shit! There's no end to them!
They're out to ram us!
Who the heck?
It's them!
That was some long-range cannons they had.
Right then, full speed ahead.
Send a message to all vessels. Maintain spindle formation and crowd sails. From there, proceed as planned.
Aye, sir.
Balta Sea Force, close in and prepare to board. For hard! For hard!
Hell yeah, push him into the water.
Whoa, talk about swashbuckling. There's not a trace of fear on any of them.
You can't
Aye.
possibly see that
We
from
wouldn't
here.
have the right to call ourselves Normans otherwise.
Still, they're against the undead. It's a losing battle.
I shove them all into
Not
the
for him.
sea and they can't do anything about it.
Moment of truth. Let's get this over with.
Fight well, Jarl Grimson.
I won't be long. A pleasant evening to ya. Too bad. It's the last you'll ever get.
How'd one guy do all that by himself? Wait, is he who I think he is?
Grimson Balta. My old man, and the Jarl of the Balta Sea Force.
He's doing all that with just mana?
Not just mana. He also triggered what we call a berserker state.
What now?
On top of wielding mana, he can go berserk whenever he pleases. It's a form of combat that only develops in a select few, turning their heightened emotions into raw power. The user gains monumental strength at the cost of their senses, causing them to fight till their stamina runs dry. But from what I'm told, Grimson's got the power to bend it to his will.
Excellently done, my Jarl. The enemy force is on a reciprocal course. In retreat, most likely. Shall we give chase?
Pass. Those whoresons are like a lizard's tail, the way they always come back. I ain't letting you put my nose to the grindstone all willy-nilly.
Be that as it may, do you suppose they were intending to turn Karnak into their stronghold?
Far from it. They were only there to mount a search. Still, to think those Grieger would cobble together a whole damn fleet of their own. Guess that means the time's finally arrived.
Hey! That ship's closing in on us!
The Norgist, flagship of the Balta Sea Force.
Princess, I am relieved to see you unharmed.
Same to you, Gunnar.
Not once did I expect such an ordeal to befall Karnak. You would have avoided it entirely had I not insisted you remain there. My deepest apologies.
It's fine.
We'll be sending a scout, though you must be exhausted. We would have you recount the events to us later.
Got it.
Hoy there, Karja. Really went through the grinder today, huh?
Grimson.
What's with the getup? You suddenly develop an eye for fashion?
Bite your tongue!
I suppose that's neither here nor there. Not with everything going to hell in a handbasket. That boy over there, the mana user?
Your daughter's been a lifesaver.
Seems to me like that goes the other way around, too. I've heard bits and pieces about what you've been through. Probably has your mind swimming in questions. I've only got one thing to say, though.
How did you get there?
You, lad, are gonna be helping us out. Can't have enough mana wielders in these trying times, am I right?
Crimson.
Hey! Hold on a second! Those goons kidnapped the entire population of Karnak.
They what?
We didn't realize it had come to that point.
Protecting the town was part of the deal my pops made with you, wasn't it? So go save them. If you don't, who will?
Oh yeah, you're Clement's boy, ain't ya? Let me offer a little reminder. We Normans ain't defenders of justice. We're lawless brigands.
Chapter 1, end.
Hey, it's in sight. The headquarters of the Balta Sea Force. And our home, Balta Island.
Whoa. Whoa. Mm-hmm. It's pretty well defended.
It needs to be. It's also the main port for our warships.
Man, what's gonna happen now?
I don't have a clue myself. But based on what Grimson said, you might be the one holding the key to all of this, Adel.
Ain't he always?
Let me offer a little reminder. We Normans ain't defenders of justice. We're lawless brigands. We honor our contracts, but we do it our way. You there, Red. Where'd you say you came from?
Mountain village in the north.
Heard an interesting rumor the day before yesterday up in Promalock. Seems some kid who was working in the port was able to get rid of the storm wall.
Got rid of it? The whole thing? No way!
And they say not too long after, that very same kid just decided to stroll on down our way. Well, would you look at that bright red mane? Way I hear it, hair that color you only find in the northern European mountains. Gunnar, what do you make of this?
Surely it can't be. Then again, given what happened back in Karnak...
Things are starting to get real interesting. It's clear to me that you're a pluckier lad than you look, Red. For now, I don't care whether the rumors about you are true or not. You keep to our stern till we're back at the island. And you're staying here with him, Karja.
Shouldn't we take him into custody?
He ain't going anywhere, right?
Kept at arm's length, huh?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Anyway, we're about to enter port.
Chapter 2, Shield Brethren.
Are those stakes coming out of the ocean?
They're barricades to keep attacking enemy ships away. There are a lot of watchfires burning tonight. We've got more lookouts stationed than usual.
The Sea Force doesn't take any chances.
More importantly, you two, get ready to dock.
You say that, but what's to get ready, really?
Who are you? Identify yourselves!
And what's with the beat-up old boat? You prisoners of war or something?
It's me, Karja, Grimson's daughter.
Karja. Princess?
Why are you dressed like that? And why'd you sail in on this junker?
A lot happened in Karnak, and these two are with me. I need to report in about him ASAP.
One of them is Mayor Clement's son. I'll look after him from here.
War Chief Gunnar! Welcome back!
Are those Grimson's orders?
Yes. Our contract states that in the event of an emergency, We are to protect the mayor's family. Gren, was it? Would you come with me?
Like I've even got a choice.
This is for your own safety. Adel, please don't worry about him. As for where you'll stay, Adel,
Miss Karja! Hey, Easer. Came to welcome me back?
it seems everyone's gotten word of our return.
Yes, I'm glad you're all safe. You must be Adol. Is that right?
I am, and you are?
My name is Isa. I am a servant to the Bolter family. You'll be staying at the Bolter family lodge this evening, Adol. Please allow me to escort you there.
It seems I can leave the rest to you. With that, Princess, I take my leave. The Jarl will explain what comes next in due time, I'm sure.
Got it.
Now then, follow me, Gren.
Well, Adel, be seeing you.
Shall we be on our way as well, Miss Karja?
Yeah, let's go.
And this is about as far as I go.
Let's turn back.
Oh, Jesus. Easer. A servant of Karja's household, the Bolt family. Despite his age, he is well-mannered, highly capable, and always put Karja's best interest first. 3. Okay, so major characters have 5 stars. Minor have 3 stars to affinity, if you're allowed. Or for friends, apparently. Okay, so Easer counts as a friend. Crimson. Karja's father and head of the Balta Sea Force, a Norman faction that controls Obelia Gulf. The strongest among mana wielders, he boasts superior battle techniques and is able to enter the Berserker state at will. Gunnar, one half of the Peerless Pair and war chief of the Balta Sea Force. A man of great skill, he leads their second flotilla with unyielding composure and keen judgment. Mysterious old man? Oh yeah, that. An enigmatic old man who lives alone on a mysterious island. He says he has been waiting a long time, but cannot remember what for. Let's actually save. We haven't done that yet. Here we go. Adol looks way younger and a little bit different in that artwork. Same goes for Karja, I feel. Okay, yeah, so on her model here... no, absolutely. Her boobs are smaller on the in-game model than on that art. That art has larger boobs than the in-game model. Unless it's something to do with the angle and such, they look larger here than in the actual in-game model. And like looking at Adol's face there, it looks like weirdly... I don't know what is different, but he looks way younger in the artwork.
Are you hurt, Miss Karja? Or perhaps you feel unwell from inhaling too much smoke?
I'm fine. Always the worry ward, aren't you?
It's been one unprecedented circumstance after another recently. Adol's case included. I'm just so glad to see you all right.
Yeah. Not this way.
Alright, calm down. Look now. Is Norman architecture new to you? Buildings are characterized by their long rectangular shape and relative lack of windows. I was a bit surprised myself when I first arrived. Wait, so you aren't a Norman? Oh, you can tell by the accent, but indeed, I'm actually from Britain originally. For fuck's sake. Yes, I could tell you have a British accent. For certain reasons, I'm currently in the Balta family's care. Were you kidnapped or some such? It's good to finally be back. I thought this day would never end. How's everyone here holding up? We've already been informed that Karnak was attacked. Most of the residents are settling down for the night by now. but I'm told they'll all be preparing for battle starting tomorrow. Okay then, sounds like things are about to heat up for the first time in a while. Vault Lodge is located at the center of the settlement idol. It's quite large, so you can't miss it. Show me off. Folky? What are you doing here, Folky? Gelmir. I thought you went home. Dad, well, I'm getting ready for the next time a merchant ship stops by to trade. I'm worried I won't be able to do a good job stepping in for Einar. That's so. Well, head back and rest anyway. Everyone's on high alert right now. Speaking of your good for nothing brother, where in hell has he gotten off to? Ah, it's his family. He's been kidnapped, so. Gunhilda. Well, I'm unsure. That name would potentially reach so far back that I'm unsure. It's like Gunhild, I believe, is a name. I don't know having Hilda at the end is that it might be a variant that it is in fact the thing. Ability Golf. Looking at Northern Glia and dotted with countless. Okay. But yeah, I think that. I mean, that works. It's close enough. There are enough meat for everyone. Make sure to fill up so you can be at your best. Whoa, this is the stuff. Thanks as always, Gunilla. Well, if it isn't the princess, glad to see you return safe and sound. See you've got an unfamiliar face in tow, but I won't pry. Head home and rest up for the night. Yeah, we'll do just that. Oh, you have another sentence? See you. Okay. It's the same sentence, but okay. Keep your wits about you. If any suspicious ships come into view, raise the alarm at once.
Beyond those walls is the residential area. The mayor's son will be spending the night there.
The guy looked dead on his feet. But I guess I can't blame him. Our lodge is over there. About time we rest for the day ourselves.
Holger. Phew, I got so carried away I completely forgot about the time. The furnace is dying down anyway, so I guess I'll call it a night. You gonna shout at me?
Not this way.
Yes, you are. So how's the interior? Yep, that fits. Or that tracks, I guess. This is your house, Carja. Yeah, but lately Grimson and I barely ever here during the day. These are just does pretty much all of the chore work for us. Norman dwellings are designed with these central chambers, which often include a hearth. This is important both for cooking meals and as a place for the family to gather for warmth. The Normans are, after all, from a cold region, so heating has always been important to them. By the way, any idea when Grimson's supposed to be home? With all that's happened, I'm sure he's still caught up in war councils. He too must be tired. Please feel free to retire before he gets back. Oh, and Miss Karja, did you all said to have Adol use the room next to yours? Well, if Grimson's okay with it, then that's fine by me. Very well. Your room be the one on the right, Adol. You can rest in there. For now, let's just get some sleep and figure stuff out tomorrow. I'm beat. I still have some cleaning to tend to, so if you'll excuse me. Thanks for taking care of all this, Caesar. I know how busy you've been. Please don't mention it. This is my duty, after all. Is there anything else? No. There's not that many rooms here, though.
All right, let's turn in already.
I wonder, does there have to be like a physical, like, visual connection? No, actually there doesn't have to be, because she could go around a wall. But I guess, like, if...
See you tomorrow.
Can it, like, go through the wall? like that, because even in the clinic, it could have maybe stretched around the wall on one end and still be connected. But if we disconnect like this completely, does that work? Unsurprisingly, the day's physical and mental fatigue is hitting all at once, and intense drowsiness begins settling in. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's that. Okay. Yeah.
Ow!
Well. Yeah, that's still happening. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Is it still like outside and around? It doesn't have to go around. It has to be like a. It can't go through the wall. It wasn't his fault.
Hurry up and get over here, damn it! Now, listen up. Nothing pisses me off more than something coming between me and a good night's sleep.
It's not his fault. It's not like these cups. It's not like these cups were my idea. Blah.
Don't care. Just sleep over there.
Where's over
We
there?
have to bunk together like sardines during most sea voyages anyway. You're the type who can bed down wherever, right?
I don't think that's the issue here. I guess I'm used to it by now. You're already asleep? Alright, you don't give a shit. The sound of Carter's steady breathing fills the air. It seems she's already fallen asleep. Where the fuck are you gonna sleep? Is there? Oh, okay, there was there. With that, the curtain finally closed on the very eventful day. Ultimately, the whereabouts of Dogi and Dr. Flair remain a total mystery. And the residents of Karnak, who had shown so much kindness, were taken away by the Grieger. All that can be done for the moment, however, is to sleep. Finally letting his exhaustion overtake him, Adol quickly falls into a deep slumber. Where did you get the blanket from? I don't think there was one. How did she get?
Shut your mouth and screw off.
Where did she get that? Did she? So first she fell asleep just flat on top of it, and at some point she must have like been like, all right, whatever. I guess I'll cover myself in it. Cause where did she get that? Seems Carter needs another 5 minutes or so. Waking her now would probably be a very bad idea. Best be quiet for the time being. Yeah, I was like, don't leave. You cannot leave. You need to just sit there and be like, no, I'm just gonna sit in the room doing nothing because I can't leave. Check around the area. Like the room, right? Because I can't leave the fucking room. She's gonna fall out the bed. She's gonna literally fall. All right, Adol. She's gonna fall out of the bed when you leave, you idiots. You're gonna walk and it's gonna be like, bam. You fucking dumbass.
Boo!
Oh no, don't do that.
Morning. Sleep well?
Alright, sure. Wow!
Hey, now, you can't have been that surprised. Unless you weren't up to no good in my wife's room, were ya?
Oh, is that it? Why, hold on. Why does your wife have a separate room to yours?
She's been dead a long time anyway, so...
Ah, I see. But why did you have separate rooms? Also, I was supposed to be here, but then it didn't end up being that case.
Yeah. More importantly, let's eat breakfast. After that, we'll conduct a thing. I want you there for it, Adol.
Things are what we call our community meetings. So, there is a thing. Okay, so, pun. what they would be a ting, which is like a reference to like a meeting. So there is like let's see, would it be called tingsdagsmöte, which is just like a meeting, like a gathering kind of, and so that's what they're getting the word thing from, or what they're taking that. It's supposed to be ting, which by the way is spelled just T-I-N-G, so that's not even the thing. So I'm gonna assume that is what they're going with for this, because it's obviously the Vikings, Norse, you know, thing like that. So that's where they're going with, but it's supposed to be ting then. It shouldn't be just thing, because it sounds weird and it doesn't make like sense. I feel it's a bit awkward in my head to do that, but I understand where they're taking it from, and it makes sense. It's just how they've decided to call it. But otherwise, yeah, makes sense. They took that from the correct area, and it's the correct source. Indeed, when and where the mount expeditions would be the obvious example. Or two mount expeditions. Issues such as criminal census and disputes between residents are also settled during a thing. And of course, the person who leads the thing is the head of the Balta Sea Force, Jarl Grimson Balta. Your son and his wife's doing okay. Oh, your son and his wife doing okay, Granny Freda. How's their new arrival holding up? Very well. Thank you for becoming the newborn's godfather. Wow. You have that high standing with him? In fact, I'd say the little one's doing almost too well. His poor mother's already being run ragged. Hey now, not giving that poor daughter-in-law of yours a hard time. Be sure to help her out where you can. Sure. Don't think you can start giving me advice, booger nose grimy or grimmy. Oh. Booger nose grimmy. That really takes me back. The yarn? Yup, our little Grimmy's come a long way. That reminds me, Horik. How goes that lover spat with your wife we discussed last week? The two of you make up yet? Nah, I apologize, but she doesn't seem to like... She doesn't seem like she wants to come back. Well, don't just wait around for it. You gotta go and win her back directly. Give her parents a pig when you head over to seal the deal. Yeah, guess I've got no choice. She's clearly someone left all their marcher bravado on the battlefield. Right then, brothers and sisters, on to my main reasons for bringing us all together. And I'm sure as many of you heard, Karnak has been hit by a raid last night. And aside from the mayor's son over there, all the townsfolk were taken. Goes without saying that Karnak falls under our turf. So this little raid is as good as a direct attack on us. In that case, we gotta hit them back, show them what happens when they mess with us. Otherwise, they'll think they can just do whatever they want. Jarl Grimson, put me in the fray too. Before you youngsters get any more riled up, just who are we up against? It takes a gutsy sort to pick a fight with us. You say they nabbed the townsfolk. Does that mean they're other Normans come down from Britai? Ha! Oh, of course. No, they're not Normans, not Romans or Spaniards either. Coming down from. Hold on, they're coming down from Britain. Now, obviously, I'm just trying to see where would this be placed if that's technically the case. Although this is like islands, so it doesn't make sense anyways because we're part of the mainland. The Vikings were part of the mainland, so it wouldn't work. They're not Romans or Spaniards either. I could just start replacing it with names that they are literally going for, Romans and Spaniards, but the ones who attacked Karnak was Grieger, or were Grieger. What? Grieger, you mean? beast that can only be beaten by with mana? I've never actually seen one. Now, these particular Grieg aren't quite the same as the others so far. They were like humans, complete with an organized army and a fleet of warships. Launched a counteroffensive on them last night myself. Human-like Krieger? Since when do they have warships? Yeah, what's up with that? Still don't know what they're after or just how strong their forces number. We do have confirmation on female Grieger, one of their leaders by the looks of it. This enemy's got smarts and strategy. They can't be killed by normal means. How do we even contend against such a thing? You faced a lot in person, right, Gunnar? The rest of us can take the fight. The rest of us can take the fight out of them by striking a vital point such as their heads. But the only ones who can land a killing blow are those who can use mana, the Jarl and the Princess. Therefore, the young warrioress. Interesting. The key will be figuring out how to best utilize the Jarl and the Prince's power. Take the words right out of my mouth. Philea? Matter of fact, I'd like to add to our mana wielding ranks. Now, Grimmy, you do understand that mana is the gift of the gods, don't you? If it was the kind of thing you could hand out to just anyone, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And that brings us right to our next topic. Adol, step forward. Ah yes, just who is that stripling supposed to be anyhow? Let me introduce him. This is Adol Kristen. He ain't from around here, but just the other day he gained the power of mana and used it to survive the raid on Karnak. And now he and my daughter Karja are acting together. Huh? Far above. An outsider who can use mana? And none of you are about to let these Griegers psych you out. I know none of you are about to let these Griegers psych you out, but having mana users on our side gonna be the clincher here. That's why I'd like to invite Adol to join us as Karja's shield brother. That way he can help us fend this Grieger menace off. Huh? I haven't even heard of an outsider wielding mana before. I have no objections. This boy has been blessed by mana, that can only mean he has been chosen by her. Are we sure about this though? He's not even a full adult. Well, you could say the same about the princess, couldn't you? Oh, are you planning to go kill all the Grieger in their place, tough guy? I mean, I would if I could. What's a shield brother? Normans generally operate in twos in the battlefield. Such pairs are dubbed shield brethren, in the sense that each has their other's back. Now wait just a minute, Crimson. Where's this coming from? I haven't heard a word about it. What do you mean? I just told you right now. But fine. Let's take a second opinion. You got any better ideas on how to handle things? Huh? I mean, it's true that the more mana users we have, the better. But it's also true I'm not good as a fighter at... Wait, hold on. It's also... Oh, Jesus, my fucking eyes. Just blurring out all the text together. And it's also true I'm not as good a fighter as you on my own. How about you, Adol? What are you thinking? I think this will work well for us. I think this actually works out well for me. Yeah. How'd you figure? Sorry to say, I won't be much help when it comes to your little cuffs problem. Never seen or heard anything about mana being used like that before. Means you two just need to find a way to deal with it somehow. By becoming shield brethren and looking into it on our own, you mean? And you honestly don't know anything about it? You can believe me on this. In any event, it's high time you started thinking and acting for yourself. Or do you plan on staying a little princess your whole life?
I wonder, is there more I'd like to find out too? About myself, maybe?
Fine then. And there you have it, brothers and sisters. Both of them agree with the plan. My word, just when did this meeting turn into a family drama scene? That being said, us Normans working shoulder to shoulder with outsiders isn't unheard of. In days gone by, any strapping young man would get pulled into an expedition, no matter his origin or creed. Wow, Granny sure knows stuff. Well then, sounds like it's settled. Adol is now a shield brother candidate. A candidate? Oh yeah, the rules are a little different when it comes to outsiders becoming shield brethren. Right you are. A decision like that can be made by things alone. Easer, give him the bangle. As you wish. Here you are, Adol. Rune bangle. Bangle with peculiar powers. Ancient runes are engraved on it. Now that you got that, you and Karja head over to Lecto Island. What do we do there? Someone else will give you the nitty-gritty later. But basically you'll need to prove to Karja that you've got the strength and courage to worry enough for her to entrust her life to you. Ah, the right of brotherhood. I've heard it's brutal, lethal even. It's fairly rare that we have cause to do it these days though. Sometimes rituals like this can be pretty damn pointless. In this case though, I'd say it's necessary. Hey, Philia. Yes, sir. You'd be a good pick to oversee this. Go with and give him the rundown, would you? Understood. Alright then, brothers and sisters, with that, today's I'm gonna start calling it a ting. With a hard T, I don't care. Today's ting is adjourned. I'll be having us all reconvene once the rite's been completed. Thanks for coming. Pirate Princess Tire. Pirate Princess no helmet. Ah, yes, she gets to have her own.
I'm Philia of the Balta Sea Force. Nice to meet you, Adol.
Yeah, Philia, okay. So what are we supposed to what are we supposed to do? No, please meet. He's polite.
Same here. So, despite the big fancy name, the rite of brotherhood is actually pretty simple. First, we take a boat to Lecto Island. There, you and the princess will disembark.
I've got to go too?
What? Karja, you can't sit around. If he goes, you have to follow. You can't not leave with him.
Well, of course you do, princess. This whole thing is about you two becoming partners.
Oh, so you literally physically can't sit there while he goes off. You remember?
The rite is performed in pairs by tradition. Even if that weren't the case, those cuffs of yours would drag you along anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
You forgot.
Once ashore, head to the deepest reaches of the island. Then wear the bangle and touch the stone monument you find there. Whatever happens after that, you report to me and boom, rite's over.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, all there is to it. Aside from the wild beasts and other dangers that populate Lecto Island, of course. You'll also need to get a boat and make all the preparations yourself.
Have a boat.
I see. So this is just like when we go out on expeditions.
That's right. Any necessities you've got to provide for yourself. So whether it's a boat, equipment, or supplies, you'll have to buy or borrow anything you need.
No way we could afford to buy our own boat.
We already have one.
But we've got the Sandras, so there's no need to rent one either.
True. That said, it's pretty decrepit. Could probably use some repairs, I'd say.
I'm listening to her voice and I'm like, do I know you? I want to say Caitlin Glass, but it's not quite the same bit. But I don't know if she's just pulling it down or not. Because I'm like, nah, sometimes she getting to the same like tone and whatnot, but
And by the looks of it, you may want to get your sword and gear up to snuff too.
no, I don't think it is. I think it's way more, her voice is way more distinct.
You're not wrong, but we're not exactly rolling in money.
How much money do I have? I don't even know.
That's how everyone starts out. Why not talk to people around the settlement? Those who see promise in you will be sure to help you out. Building trust is the core of this rite. Not just between you two, but with the others as well.
Makes sense.
That should do it for the explanation. I'll be waiting by the docks. Once you've got everything in order, come see me.
Thanks for all the help and advice.
Of course. I'm counting on you here too, Adol. All right, see you later.
Let's go around the settlement and see if we can find people to help us. We should start with those who are at the thing, since they already know what's going on. After them, it'd be good to check in with the blacksmith and the shipwright.
The equipment? Yes. Without the headgear. Alright, yeah. Okay, no. What was I? Okay, actually, we can look at this now then. So... yeah, I don't think... oh no, like the top of her thigh is exposed. Her shoulders are exposed here. Yeah, I don't know if it's that much more like... I don't know. It's pretty much equal, I feel. Feel like it's kind of equal there. Don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Don't have any other, no. Okay. Yeah. Well, Philia. Peerless pair of the Baltic Sea Force. Oh, she's the other half. One half of the peerless pair, alongside Gunnar. Her resourceful nature earned her a place in as Crimson's right hand. She leads the Baltic Sea Force's third flotilla. Oh, I see. I like her hair.
Switch! Switch!
Switch! Just super aggressive. Harsher does know how to look out for his people. Why else would he pick such a colorful character to be a mono-wheeler? Becoming this guy's shield sister should be a real kick in the Kaiser for you, Karja. Anyway, give it your best shot out there. I'll be expecting good news. Like you have to remind us. We can handle anything, right or otherwise. An average person would be unsettled by such a sudden turn of events, but not at all, it seems. Such courage for someone so young. Comparable to that of Norman, even. The guy definitely has ice in his veins. Or maybe fire, the way he actually seems pumped by all this. Well, it may only be happenstance. I believe you have found an excellent prospective partner, Princess. May the both of you have a safe return, as a fine pair of shield brethren, ideally. Aye, but I'll be the final judge on whether he's got what it takes to have my back. I've been thinking it was just about time for you to get a shield brother of your own, Karja. But I wasn't expecting you to go off and bring one back yourself. You and me both. Things just sort of ended up like this. You say that, and yet you wouldn't be going along with this if you found him truly disagreeable, now would you? Well, maybe not, but if you have no complaints, then it can't be mere coincidence. Har must have brought the both of you together. I'll be cheering you on in your next quest, in your quest to becoming true shield brother. You whatever. See that you put your life on the line for the sake of our lovable little princess here, redheaded boyo. Boyo? Okay. Gets me all emotional knowing the Carter will finally get her very own shield brother. I have faith the two of you will return safely. Good luck and do your best. Blah! Smash through that door. Right, we got our whole switch map. Ah, so this is the entire map, okay. Not allowed to scroll any further, really, okay. Huh. Treasure chests, oh Jesus. Intriguing. Alright. Oh, I see. Alright, I think we can stop it there. We shall explore the island here and most likely be able to just head on over to, what was that, Lecto Island? For our little trial. on Tuesday. So that'd be cool. I pretty much just got to do what I did on, or what I cleared on the demo, and a little more cutscene. But yeah, so next time it will be all new stuff for me, so that'll be neat. But yeah, that will end the stream for today.